Well, hello. Just hold on 2 seconds because we've got a little bit of an issue with the stream. Hold on 2 seconds. Know what's going on here. This is not right. Over on TikTok. Just bear with me 2 seconds, chat, and then we'll get started. That one is correct. Let me just check this one. Yeah, these have all changed for some reason. Not sure why. Go transfer. Center on screen. Yeah, right. Might have to adjust that once we get into the race. But anyway, hello and welcome to another live stream as we are back with our Maserati F1 Manager Series. And you join us today as we are heading to Jeddah. And that was off the back of our best result of the season so far. Round 4 in Bahrain, where we got a double points finish, of course. Finishing in the points with both Kimi Antonelli and Colapinto. But for this one in Jeddah today, we've had a bit of an issue. Antonelli has put it in P6. Colapinto was knocked out in Q2 though, so work to do for Franco. He starts 16th, going for a 2-stopper, both on the same strategy. Soft, medium, softs shouldn't be on the same piece of racetrack, so shouldn't need to double stack. So we'll see how we go. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a good week and ready to go for the weekend. Tottenham going all in from Brembo. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully, Addy, it's not going to be the case. United hopefully will still wrap that up, but we'll see. Obviously, a little bit more hindered now that Thomas Frank is going to Brentford, but we'll see. Child crash, indeed. So yeah, we'll jump straight into this one. But yeah, get involved in the chat. Formula 1 this weekend as well, so looking forward to that. But let's see how we go. Say, for those watching on TikTok, I'm probably going to have to change the screen shortly because it seems to have malfunctioned, so bear with me on that. But let's get this race underway. And here we go, we've got a McLaren 1-2, Piastri from pole, Norris second, and we're starting P16 with Colapinto, but P6 with Antonelli. Well, let's see how he can do. He's had a mega qualifying compared... Well, I think Colapinto had a poor qualifying rather than Antonelli had a mega one. And Antonelli losing out to Perez there early on, but hopefully he can get back past. He does. So Antonelli reclaims P6. Colapinto up to P14 though. Good start from Franco. Up 2 places already. And Verstappen has split the 2 McLarens. But yeah, good start from Colapinto then. Started P16, up to P14. Right, let me just sort this over out on TikTok. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Right, that should be all good now for everyone. Yeah, Spurs could offer 100 mil, but it won't go through if he doesn't want it. Yeah. I don't know. Spurs, I mean, they've got Champions League football, but if he wanted to come to United before, I don't see what changes so much, apart from staying with the same manager, which I guess, but I'm still confident United are going to get him. I'm probably going to re-saying that, but... And Antonelli is having a little run on Charles Leclerc on the inside here. Can we get this done? No, we can't. Let's look at tyres. We haven't looked at tyres. Perez starting on the hard tyre. Most of the top 6 on softs apart from Norris, so the McLarens have split their strategy. So behind Antonelli is Perez, Alonso, Ricciardo, all on harder tyres. Perez on a hard, Alonso, Ricciardo medium. Then Lawson and Sainz on softs as Colapinto is past K-Mag.
Tackling turn 3. The opportunity begging to be taken.
On the outside, gives him the inside here.
That puts them in 30.
And Franco is through. into P13. So a good start from Colapinto. We do want to ease off some of this now, though. Same with Antonelli.
Copy.
Try to go down as much as possible.
What I want Antonelli to do is stay with Leclerc, though. Where's the next DRS zone? Yeah, probably stay a bit on that battery for now.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Yes, he did just get DRS because I want to keep in that DRS to hopefully pull away from Perez, who's on a harder tyre here. Should get the extra DRS here. And then the next one down the back straight. Any chance of safety car here? Yeah, now you've said that, you've probably cursed it, but there's normally a very high chance safety car in Jeddah. I can't remember the last Jeddah I had with no safety car. Well, that has definitely cursed it, but yeah, definitely a high chance of it here. Alright, so Colapinto, he's on to Stroll. So what's Colapinto got ahead of him? Soft runners now, yeah. So he's done good work, Colapinto. He's got 3 overtakes done in the first 3 laps. Crazy Kai, hello buddy, how's it going? Been a while, hope you're well. Well, let's just balance this all out
You can
now.
have some lift off.
Copy.
So yeah, we're not pulling away from Perez, which is a bit of a concern. Alonso and Perez, but they are
Yep.
quite aggressive on their tyres here. I think Antonelli's going to have some defending to do
Try to
shortly.
keep the position.
But yeah, if you're jumping into stream, haven't already, smash that like button. Hopez, Kelly, how do you make your safe fun? Because usually I get bored on my 3rd season after making a rocket of a car. Yeah, to be honest with you, that is the problem. Once you figure out how to play the game, by the 3rd season, you should have a pretty good car. So, as we're watching Alonso getting past Antelli, hold on to that, Hopez. I will be back with you on that.
Okay, do your best there.
Is
Behind you have
Perez
Perez.
going to send one down the inside? No, Perez on the hard tyres. We really don't want that. We will get DRS now. Oscar, thanks for the follow. Mina, thanks for the follow. Aloka, thanks for the follow. Calypso, thanks for the follow. Crazy Kai. Transparent picture in with a logo that you can make it a realistic logo. Yes, I have heard of that, Crazy Kai. Where was I? Yeah, Hopez. Yeah, so by the 3rd season, if you crack the game, you will have a pretty good car. So I guess the only thing there is, if you want to carry on with the same team, I would say in the 3rd season, then you just don't do any research or design work, or maybe you sign 2 of the worst drivers in the game. Or you move teams and you go to one of the lowest teams. Sarah, thanks for the follow. El, thanks for the follow. Yeah, up to 2,000 shapes. Yeah, I did try it, Crazy Kai, but it didn't work for me when I previously tried it. Unless that's a different one now. I was trying one that was used for, I think, for Forza. Does Norris beat Piastri this time around Canada? I'm feeling a Norris pole. What was my prediction on Tuesday? It's probably changed since then. As Antonelli is going to retake P6 on Fernando Alonso. Yes, he is. Susie, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Antonelli gets past Alonso, but of course gives the DRS straight back to Fernando, and Fernando is going to be on our inside here. And he is through. No, he is not. Sorry. Antonelli holds him off. So, Antonelli stays in P6. Colapinto getting a bit bogged down in this battle now. He's 2.3 off Stroll. He's lost pace with them, but he's got good tyre life, actually. So we can use that later on. You viewed. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, I think my prediction for Canada was a Norris pole, Leclerc second, Verstappen third, Piastri fourth, Russell fifth. That's my qualifying. Practices. This is a game. This is F1 Manager. This isn't real. Best would be to sign 2 young drivers in the season. We need to progress them into world drivers. Yeah, as I say, sign some really young drivers, maybe 70 overall, maybe even lower. But Antonelli is now on Charles Leclerc. And he's moving past Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc will have the outside. And he will now get the DRS down the start-finish straight. Antonelli is actually 3 seconds off the lead of this race somehow. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. But here we go. Leclerc straight back at us. And Leclerc gets back through. Addy, I think P6 might be the maximum day without any shenanigans yet.
No problem, no problem.
I would like some shenanigans up in that top 5 because this could be a chance of a podium. Who knows today? Danny, thanks for the follow. Is this Montreal? No, it is not. This is F1 Manager. And it's at Jeddah. Not bad, Califlap. Just close a bank counter. It will take 2 days for it to be official. But yeah, all good. Doing life stuff over there, you viewed. Good stuff, buddy. Right. 6 laps gone. Antonelli started P6, is P6. Colapinto started P16, is P13. I was thinking about an undercut, but actually his tyre difference is better on those ahead. So I think we just stick as we are for now. 6th is our best finish so far this year. Can we better that today? Antonelli's just fallen out of the DRS though to Leclerc, so he's going to be under big pressure from Fernando Alonso here.
Alonso in your DRS.
This isn't the actual race note. No, it is not. This is F1 Manager around Jeddah. And it is Antonelli under pressure from Fernando Alonso here. As he's up the inside. Lucky me. Antonelli. And he fends off Fernando, so we carry on. Dancer, thanks for the follow. Club World Cup ticket prices dropped down $250, by the way. Not a surprise, Atty. They're trying everything they can to get the attraction of it. Basically, the Club World Cup is only really being pushed because of the emergence of Saudi and that kind of money. Let's face it. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get this Club World Cup to overtake the Champions League at some point, just so they can get those Saudi teams competing. But I'm probably not going to watch a single game of it, to be fair. Probably would if United, well, I would if United were there, definitely, but don't have any interest in it, possibly. To be honest with you. $15 to watch Messi play is crazy. I'm surprised the team didn't get Ronaldo on a short-term loan deal, because it just seems how farcical it all is. Fernando Alonso then, one of the 2026 rookies here, is battling, but Lawson has sneaked his way past him. Liam Lawson is now the car behind us. We're back into Leclerc's DRS though. Leclerc down 74%. We've got better tyres than those behind us, so if we can capitalise on this and just make P6 for certain, we jump on board with Antonelli. On the inside of Charles Leclerc. Still only about 4 seconds off the lead of this race, Antonelli, but there's only 19 seconds between the whole grid at the moment. Mimi, thanks for the follow. Mick Schumacher haunting your streams. Cali Flat, you dumped him in the lowest career mode. I did indeed. Mick Schumacher was the dream. Mick Schumacher was the dream. When we started that lowest career, to be a world champion with Lotus, and he just made too many mistakes. The funny thing is, Mick Schumacher in his first ever race here, back on the grid in 2026, with RB, in the first lap, he took out Albon and caused a safety car. So that is absolute classic from Mick Schumacher. No point of the Club World Cup if the best teams aren't in there. As I say, it's just a money spin to get Saudi involved. I hope it's not going to lie, you should try Football Manager. I'll play it. Got hundreds and hundreds of hours on Football Manager. It's just not something I've put on the channel before. But perhaps I should. More than happy to do that, but yeah. Look at this behind us now. It's Perez, the car behind. Magnussen's back past Colapinto as we see that.
Let's have a look now at turn 24. The gap opens up for them.
Let's say our tyre life. I'll go back to tyres and show you in a moment. But yes, Formula 1 Canada this weekend. Let me know in the chat who's your top three for qualifying and who's going to win the race. And as we saw, Perez got past Antonelli, but Antonelli gets DRS again. Is he going to try on the inside? Perez on those hard tyres. Perez is a bit of a concern, I would say. They are down at 74%, but he's staying up there, Perez, on a hard tyre, so looks pretty good at the minute. Gabriel, thanks for the follow. Celeste, thanks for the follow. Mark, hello. Looks like Saudi. Yes, indeed, we're in Jeddah. Colapinto back past K-Mag. K-Mag in an RB.
Closely here.
In one of the most unlikeliest things you're going to see. I think it's pigs flying and then K-Mag in an RB right behind that, to be honest with you. Second channel for FM streams like these would hit. I guess the problem is my channel is very, very small in comparison at the moment, so to add a second channel would be difficult. So I don't know if mixing the content would work, having separate playlists on the one channel, FM and Football Manager. Of course, no Football Manager this year, so I'll wait to see what happens at the end of this year. Right, tyres, we were going to look at. Perez down 72%, Alonso behind us 58%. Lawson's are down to 43, Stroll 45, 41. So we're going to see some pit stops shortly. K-Mag gets back past Colapinto, so those two are going to continue to fight. David, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Yes, so Antonelli reclaims the 6th position, but Perez again has got DRS, so this is just continuing to swap. Leclerc has pulled out 2 seconds now. Yeah, so tyre-wise, we're going to see quite a few pit stops in the next couple of laps.
Alonso behind.
So I'm hoping, we're obviously going to go for a bit of an overcut today. K-Mag and a Roxy, I'm going to say a McLaren 1-2 with Leclerc in 3rd. Okay, P1 Hulk, P2 Stroll, P3 Charles. Next season, time to make Mazepin a race winner, Kathy. Could be done. Sorry about the spam in the chat. I moved over to a cloud-based chatbot, and that seems to not be working properly, so it's not intentional to spam that in the chat, so I appreciate that might be annoying, so just have to bear with until I sort that out again off stream. It's just basically got a different looping messages, but they should be spaced out by a good 5-10 minutes, but they're all coming at once, unfortunately. ZZZO, thanks for the follow. Lex, thanks for the follow. Ansmer, thanks for the follow. Is this real or is it a game? It's a game, F1 Manager. Alright, we're losing pace now to Leclerc, who's clearly pushing down the road. We've got a bit of pace we can use, but I want to save that pace until these box.
We are P6.
Colapinto still with K-Mag.
All good at the moment.
Albon's in the pits, so Albon now pits, so does Mick Schumacher. So here we go, we're going to see some pit stops now. Lawson should be in shortly, but yeah, Ricciardo and Perez, those Mercedes, the Mercedes sandwich we're in at the moment, I'm not too sure of. As Perez is making those hards work. Maybe he's going to lose out when we pit before him. Addy, might be time to push on tyres once others pit. Yeah, definitely. As soon as they pit, I'm going to push. In a moment, whilst Antonelli's behind Perez or even in front, he's going to be dragging them with the extra pace. So, although Perez and Ricciardo probably don't need to pit before us, so yeah, as soon as Lawson pits, I'll push on the tyres.
Ricciardo DRS.
Well, if we can get Antonelli past Perez. Not here though, I don't really want it here. This just gives Perez the DRS again. Colapinto is past Sainz. Sainz obviously staying out a bit too long.
Now we're all arriving at turn 18.
And our Argentine, Franco Colapinto, goes past his old team in the Williams there. Sainz down to 29%. That's not going to work out very well. Antonelli did get a bit of DRS there, but he's not going to get DRS here.
More push.
Try and push some Barry out of here. Hi, thanks for the follow, and hi to you. Colapinto overcut. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and overcut with both here. If you're jumping in the stream, haven't already, do smash that like button. Super appreciated. Really helps me out. Right, Perez is dropping back. It's now Ricciardo, the car behind. Perez is on those hards, of course. Stroll, Sainz, Pourchaire, Gasly, all in the pits now. Lawson will be in soon, and then we'll push on Colapinto as well. What lap are we due to be in? Lap 17. So we've got 5 laps to go. Ferdos CA, thanks for the follow. Sergio, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Antonelli has nearly broken the DRS to Danny Rick here. Danny Rick is just holding on. And he's going to get that DRS, isn't he? Yeah. It is hard to break the DRS round here on this game. Vamos Alonso. Although Antonelli is caught straight back up to Charles Leclerc here. Leclerc's down to 44%.
Yeah, all good.
We might have a chance here to get past Leclerc. Carrie, thanks for the follow. Colapinto, yes, Franco Colapinto, indeed. Right, Antonelli, so we jump on board. He's going to have DRS on Charles Leclerc. Stunning to close that gap immediately with Battery.
Mode charger.
We're on the outside. Can Leclerc get a bit of traction? No, Antonelli moves past him.
Yeah, doing a good job there.
But we do still have 5 laps until we need to pit, so we need to calm down a bit.
Try to cool down a bit more on your tires.
Copy.
And there is the leaders. Antonelli just 4 seconds off the lead here. Come on, leaders, we need a bit of a squabble there. We need good safety car timing. Franco still going on with his business. K-Mag is his biggest issue on the hards. Hards seem to be working okay around here. Lucas, thanks for the gift. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well.
It's just a lot of confidence.
And Leclerc, as we see here.
Ricciardo behind.
I am trying.
Antonelli shading Colapinto. Williams look quick around Canada. Might be another P4 round, but I hope Sainz does good around here. God, the new adverts are a pain. Half your race.
Perez behind. He's 2 seconds from you.
Oh, Antonelli leaves out to Ricciardo.
Everything is ready.
You don't mean the chat then you viewed. Adverts. I haven't changed anything on the adverts, so I don't know if YouTube's made a change there, but I've not changed anything on YouTube at all. It's always been the default that YouTube has, so unless they've changed them, I'm not sure on that one, buddy. And Sainz has stopped and he's setting the fastest lap of the race. Antonelli got another 3 laps or so. Colapinto back past K-Mag. I'm going to use a bit of pace here. Yeah, I think we probably are fighting for P6. I think the issue may have changed something. Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't changed anything. It's just always been on the default, which is their balanced ads. So, yeah, unless they've changed something in the back end. As Antonelli, that's a lovely move. Back past Danny Rick.
Yeah,
Leclerc's bolted back down the road.
You're doing a good job at the moment.
Let's have another look at
See
that.
what happened. Now we're watching the action closely here.
Around the outside here, Antonelli, look at that, lovely work. Well, I'm a bit concerned of these Mercedes because, as I say, they are on a medium and a hard. So yeah, I don't know if it's just because they're benefiting from the DRS or if they are just actually quick around here. Colapinto can't drop K-Mag either. He's just really so hard to pull a gap here. We kind of need clean air and then we'll see what the actual pace is. It might lose a few positions though. Problem is we've lost the chance to do that undercut. I do want to get the undercut on Ricciardo and Perez, which we will get. Colapinto is due to go to lap 19. I'm not sure we're going to make lap 19. We'll see though. We'll see. Yes, hope you're all doing well in the chat. Hope you had a good weekend. A week, I should say. It's not the weekend's not over. It's just starting. Hope you've had a good week. Ready for the weekend. I say no thanks for the rose, much appreciated. And yes, Formula 1 this weekend, so very much looking forward to that. Is Max Verstappen going to be on his very best behaviour to avoid further points on his licence and a race ban, of course? I wouldn't want to... Well, if he did something that warranted it, then he should be banned, but I wouldn't want to see Max miss a race, because I think it's a more exciting race when Max is on the grid. But it would be very interesting to see a non-Max Verstappen and 2 Red Bulls. That would be very interesting indeed. But here we go, K-Mag. This is the problem with the DRS round here. You just can't pull the gap. And Antonelli... as losing out to Ricciardo again, as we've got Hamilton, Alonso, Magnussen and Leclerc into the pits. The K-Mag is now in. Antonelli, yeah, he's got to get to lap 17. Colapinto lap 19.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, I don't really know where we're going to end up in this one, but Colapinto is started 16th. He's obviously 7th at the moment because people have pitted, but he's only 8 seconds off his teammate, so it's not actually too bad for Franco. But I'm just getting a bit worried about this Mercedes battle, but Antonelli about to start lap 17, so let's attack. Let's get him in.
Try to minimize the gap with the car in front now.
Next lap. Next lap for Kimi. And Colapinto, he's now got 8 seconds, but he was due to go to lap 19. I don't think we're quite going to make that, are we? Got a little bit of tyre life later on, though, so... let's watch Antonelli fight with these Mercedes, and then he will come in for his stop. Say, we'll probably undercut by a few, but their tyres must get worn. Lawson was one that pitted earlier. He's already down to 83%. Stroll 78, yeah, so we should be okay. And Nye, thanks for the follow. Well, got work tomorrow, so yeah, but looking forward to the first week of July. I thought not long, you viewed. A couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks. Chloe Gothman getting married soon. Very nice, very nice. Congrats to her. Right, so Antonelli will be in at the end of this lap. Did I miss Danny Rick pitting there? Or was that earlier? That was, yeah, Danny Rick has stopped. So we're probably going to be out around here. What's the pit loss here? Pit loss 22 seconds. 22 seconds. That would put him at 28.38. No, that can't be right. No, that's not calculated right unless... Yeah, that can't be right. That would mean we'd be 19th, so I can't see that being right. Hopefully not. We're about to find out though. Antonelli is about to come in. Hamilton all over Colapinto, but he's not fighting Hamilton, of course. Here we go then. Kimi Antonelli, first stop of the day. Hopefully it's a clean stop. He needs it. 2.6, not our fastest stop, but no major dramas there.
You should find Ricciardo pit.
Alright, so we're definitely behind these, so I think we're going to be around Carlos Sainz here. There's Antonelli. There's Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc has lost out heavily there. We're ahead of Leclerc, but of course, we've got to get our tyres up to temp here. Leclerc got 92% tyres.
Next car behind will be Leclerc.
So Leclerc may well get past us here. Colapinto.
Close the gap.
I'm going to pit this lap. Because his tyres getting worn out there. But yeah, looking forward to Canada. It's one of my favourite tracks, actually, Montreal. Do enjoy it. Always nice with a bit of rain in the air, but... So Antonelli moving up to the back of Ricciardo, but again, we're going to find ourselves in a bit of a DRS train. Some of these on tyres are used quite a bit though. Alright, let's go to Colapinto though, who's going to make his first stop now. Colapinto's probably going to be quite a bit down here. He's fighting K-Mag early on, so I'm expecting probably around K-Mag and Albon is where Colapinto is about to come out. .3.
You're doing a good job. Stroll in front.
Oh, we need to be ahead of Mick Schumacher here, really. Not going to be, though. Nowhere near, actually. Okay, that's not ideal, then. For Franco, he's got a bit of clean air. If he can clear Pourchaire and Mick Schumacher, he's got 5 seconds of clean air. The tyres down here for Albon, Mick Schumacher and Pourchaire quite used. So it's going to come down to that final stint, I think. Right, and Antonelli now is in a DRS train from Ricardo. Down to Stroll here. Antonelli is on always defend.
Copy that.
Do a bit of top up here now in this phase. Calipap, do you think Lance Stroll has rushed back from his hand injury a little early? Not sure. I haven't seen any practice, so yeah, not sure. Is there anything so far that alludes to it being a problem? Leclerc sneaking past Lawson. Leclerc not having a great race, is he? Bogged down in this traffic now. Still got Piastri, Perez and Verstappen to pit. Will the leaders all be jumped here? Are they going for a one stop? Don't know. We'll soon find out. Antonelli fighting Stroll here, and he's right beside him. Can we hold off Lance Stroll? Talking of Lance Stroll. and his current hand injury, but right now we want to be past him. And we are. Antonelli then overtakes Stroll. Got to try and push up to Danny Rick now, because Danny Rick has just bolted a bit. We'll get back up to Danny Rick
We should
and
try
that
to
DRS.
close a bit more the gap there.
Yeah, Danny Rick is absolutely bolted here. He's on those soft tyres. They are down to 79%. Yeah, I think it's going to come down this final stint as
Here's the
Colapinto
Now we're watching the action
is past Mick
closely.
Schumacher.
It's
This
there
what
for
we
the
needed to
taking.
get to Mick Schumacher and Pourchaire, so we've got past Mick. And now we're on Teo Pourchaire. Then it's 8 seconds to Albon, so this is key for Franco Colapinto. Not got much battery here, this is the problem. Struggling to get past him here. Really need the DRS on the back straight because we might give it to Pourchaire here as Verstappen is into the pits. I really don't want to overtake here if we can help it. But we don't want that Red Bull coming back at us either. That RB, sorry. No, we do overtake there. We're probably giving the DRS to Teo Pourchaire, but will be enough to pull away here. Let's use a bit of fuel as well. Yeah, battery's running low with both drivers, but Colapinto into P15. Hopefully he's got enough pace now to pull away. Antonelli can't get to Danny Ricks, trying to break the DRS to Stroll. As I say, Danny Rick absolutely bolted there on his soft tyres.
At the moment, we are P6.
Yeah, Colapinto's broken the DRS to Pourchaire. It's now 7 seconds to Albon. Albon's down to 50%, so we'll probably close that pretty quickly, I hope. Is Albon in the DRS of anyone? No. And then it's 5 seconds to K-Mag, who we were fighting earlier. So actually, K-Mag has pulled 12 seconds on us there. Diego, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Right, Colapinto then, he's safe. Antonelli, bit of a buffer to
Try to
Stroll.
go down as much as possible.
Where did Verstappen's come out in 11th? That's not good either for him. Piastri's now in. Perez is still out on those hards. Perez definitely going for the one-stopper. Antonelli moves past Piastri. Piastri will hope to come out ahead of this. Oh, Piastri, where is he? Oh, he's got past Leclerc. But we don't want to be bogged down in that, and we're not. So, if you're joining the stream for the first time, we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. So, if you like what you see, do follow or subscribe. And as I say, we do this every Tuesday and Friday. And we stay on track for most of the action, but got a little bit of a down period here. Gee, Colapinto can stay on that. Antonelli. Yeah. So whilst we've got a bit of a down period, we'll just forward on. Just watching these gaps. Making sure no one gets too close to Antonelli. Piastri probably will, to be fair. Perez is in, so we move up to P4 now. We've got 4 seconds on Stroll. Piastri could close that gap and he could bring the pack towards us, so that would be frustrating for us. 4.2. Next stops, lap 36 and lap 35. I think once Piastri breaks the DRS to Stroll, he probably will get close to Antonelli. As Gasly and Pourchaire are into the pits. Colapinto is nearly with Alex Albon. And Alex Albon down to 41%. Yeah, just battery's not great for our drivers today. Right, we should have a good chance getting past Albon. And then it's 4 seconds to, what is Perez now? Perez on the one stopper, I believe. Colapinto started 16th. I'm not sure he's got enough here today to get points. We'll see. Got to get this one done though, first of all. Which he is doing. Is it going to be enough to keep Albon behind though? We've not got much battery to play with, unfortunately. Albon is now down to 40% though. And he pits, so that is absolutely perfect for us. So 14th for Colapinto, 5 seconds to Perez, 7 to Sainz. And yeah, Piastri and Leclerc and Verstappen have now cleared this traffic, so Antonelli's probably going to come under pressure from them. We're not really fighting them, although we might be fighting Leclerc because he's down to 59%. Well, his interview, he looked like he was hiding it from view when he was talking to the media. It would have been nice to see another in that seat, what they could do, someone like Felipe Drugovich. Yeah, I don't know why they would rush him back either, because it's not like he's in a championship battle, so I guess wanting to race in front of your home crowd wouldn't surprise me if he struggles through practice sessions or what have you and has to drop out. But I think, again, he can only drop out in... Someone has to run a practice session, don't they, to be able to replace him, so... Unless he's going to try and get through this weekend being a home race and then sit out the next one, I don't know, but it seems odd to try and rush him back. Antonelli is nearly back to Danny Rick. Danny Rick's really abusing those softs, down to 48%. So it should be a good chance for Antonelli to get past him here.
You need the mode charge.
Halfway through this one, as Stroll is into the pits for his second stop.
Mode race, okay.
Hey, would you not stop now? Lap 35 and 36 with our drivers, so quite a way to go. Yeah, maybe he drops out before qualifying. When is practice free? That will be, because it's Canada, I'm assuming that's going to be tomorrow around about 2 PM, is it? Lunchtime, 11 AM our time? Somewhere between there, I'd imagine, practice free. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops out at some point. We'll see. Right, Antonelli all over the back of Ricciardo. Try to get this done. As Piastri will eat into that time now.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Antonelli, the outside is opening up here from Ricciardo. Oh, we're going to give the DRS to Danny Rick there, but hopefully we've got enough in this tyre. All the gap, he's down to 44%. And Ricciardo, I thought he was coming into the pits there for a second, but he's not. Just very slow on exit. Antonelli, there we see Piastri in the background, but Antonelli is in a net pit stop.
Try to cool down a bit
And
more.
the main focus not melting the UK weather at the moment. Yes, I know. I've got an aircon machine that I invested in today because I just couldn't deal with gaming tonight in it. So that's pumping out some cool air, which is beautiful. Yes, so we're currently in a net podium position, chat. What is going on here? But Piastri, I think, and Verstappen will be the danger men behind us. Leclerc's tyres aren't in great shape, so... Antonelli, though, having a great little race here. Got clean air now as well. Colapinto. Yeah, I don't know, because he's still 5 seconds off K-Mag. But they are abusing their tyres out there. Let's wait and see. Lap 35 and 36, isn't it? So, yeah, let's just forward on till those gaps close. Piastri probably is going to close up to Antonelli. We need Piastri to drop Ricciardo, though. We don't want him towing Ricciardo along. Perez, though, I think on that one stop, is that going to work for him? He's a little bogged down there now. Pinto now 2.7 off Sainz. Sainz down to 31%. Hopefully Sainz jumps into the pits before we get to him, and he does. Beautiful stuff. And Piastri is going to be up with Antonelli. I'm going to just put neutral defense on for Antonelli. I'm not too bothered about fighting Piastri because We're not in a battle with Oscar Piastri. We are now on to Sergio Perez, though, who's in a DRS train. This is where it starts to hurt us now. And the problem is we can't undercut Perez because Perez is probably going to the end. But let's just jump on board as Oscar Piastri. And he gets buzzed. We're not going to be on the podium anymore. But who knows? You know, an accident up here. Someone having an off.
Okay, do your best there.
And I think we may have cursed Jeddah because we said we normally always get safety cars.
He's 6 seconds behind.
And it's not happening as yet. Is Antonelli going to try and reclaim it on Oscar? He is. He's going to make Oscar fight for it. Ricciardo's into the pits. I will put Antonelli on... Oh, he is on medium overtake. It seems quite aggressive. Right, so Alonso pits. There's Ricciardo. Colapinto's going to be ahead of him. Now we're back with K-Mag, but K-Mag and Lawson are going to have to stop now. Perez has cleared them. So we're going to be a full pit stop behind Perez. I'm going to have to try and get back up to him. So I don't think Colapinto's got that pace. Can Colapinto sneak into the points though? He started P16, up to P10, but yet to make his second stop. I'm going to save this fuel until the end. Push a bit with Antonelli. Looking good for Antonelli. Yeah, Colapinto, this is the issue because we've got drivers really struggling on their tyres here. And Colapinto round the outside. We like that on K-Mag. And Lawson down to 28%. That's allowed Perez to pull 3 seconds here. Come on. We need this done, Franco. And I don't like fighting like this because this way you can get caught in an accident. He's really stuck behind the gearbox of Liam Lawson. It's now 5 seconds. This is killing our race. And Piastri is back past Antonelli. So to be expected. But if we can stay with Piastri, who knows? No, on the outside, we will now have DRS to maybe return the favour. Right, surely now we're going to get past Liam Lawson. We are. Right, let's push Colapinto, but that's lost him 3-4 seconds on Perez there. And Lawson does pit. K-Mag is going to stay out for another lap. That's not going to be great for him, but that's not our issue. And Antonelli did, in fact, get back past Piastri. Loving it. Oh, we've currently got 7 seconds to 5th place on this noticing here.
Behind.
It's Verstappen or Leclerc going to the end. Maybe Verstappen is, to be fair. 71% he probably is, yeah. No. But we might be fighting for a P5 here. Again, I think Antonelli finished P5 in the last one.
Keep focus on our race.
I can just top up a little battery here.
Okay, more charge.
Colapinto, yeah, 6.8 now to Perez. Ricardo going to the end. So yeah, I don't know if Colapinto can sneak into the points. He might be able to sneak into P10. Antonelli has just briefly lost the DRS there. I didn't want that, but that's fine.
No
right.
management is required.
Who was lap 35? Leclerc pits now. It's lap 36 for Colapinto, lap 35 for Antonelli. Antonelli could probably attack on those tyres, to be fair, to get to lap 35. Yeah, so I think Ricciardo, the two Mercedes are going to be out of touch for Colapinto. Leclerc will be as well, of course. Whether he can get to Stroll. As Norris pits. That bumps us back into P3. Up into 36. Leclerc's past Colapinto then. He stopped, so he's coming back through. And Ricciardo is on Colapinto as well. Right, Antonelli... Yeah, still a couple of laps away. So Colapinto might be overtaken by Stroll and Ricciardo here. It's all going to come down to this final stint with both drivers. That's what we're just working them towards now. Colapinto can probably attack as well. Stroll past Colapinto. Just want to go next lap. Antonelli. Hamilton leads. Norris has won all 4 races so far this year. Can he make it 5 in a row? He's got a good chance, you know. As he moves past Antonelli. I'm not showing this on track because these aren't our battles at the moment. So we'll jump back on board once we've got these final stops done and dusted. Antonelli is getting close to his stop here. And say no safety cars. Not even a yellow flag around here today. We definitely did curse it earlier on.
Hamilton, 2 seconds.
Right, Hamilton into the pits. Antonelli into the pits. 15 laps to go.
I'm in the pit.
Where are we coming out here? Nice clean stop, please. Had to be held for Hamilton. Nope, we've got a slow front right. We'll lose 2 seconds there. It's not ideal. It's not the worst ever. Where is Charles Leclerc, though? He's passed us.
Sorry for that. Odd race. Odd race.
Need to be ahead of these guys, though. Right, let's get Colapinto in. Stroll's getting closer. What's Stroll on? He's on a 65% medium, though. Right, let's just get these up to 10. So I don't want Stroll getting into our DRS.
Margin to push more.
Copy.
And Colapinto's with Stroll here. And now, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
Copy.
If you're jumping in the stream, haven't already, do smash that like button. Super appreciated. Right, Antonelli then. Yeah, he's kept that gap on Stroll.
15 laps to go.
Can we get to Leclerc? I don't know now, you know. Perez's tyres are going to be screaming. Perez is going to have to stop again. So that'll be P6. Yeah, I'm not sure we can get to P5. Jury's out on that one.
Increase the lift off.
Because Leclerc has got a nice little undercut there. We've got 9% tyres on him. Is that enough? We're 3.5 seconds behind him. Not sure it will be enough. Alright, where's Colapinto going to come out in all of this? He's got some softs for the end. Going to have good tyre life against these, but he's going to have traffic to get through. We're going to pick up DRS here, but we're going to swing into the pit, make our final stop of this race. Got Ricciardo on our inside. He's going to have to get out of that because we need to get into the pit lane. And we are into the pit lane. Right, clean stop, please. Last one wasn't too good at 4.4. We need a nice 2.3 here. 2.4, okay, we'll take it. We will take it. Where are we coming out? So we're going to come out probably behind good old K-Mag again, aren't we? Because there we are. Mick Schumacher's nowhere near. At least Colapinto's got a bit of fresh air there to get his tyres in the window. And these are in the 70% margin here. Now let's just attack, get them up to speed. And then we'll jump back on board once we've closed those gaps. Antonelli still 3 seconds off the Ferraris. But it's more so Leclerc. Perez is definitely stopping again. Mick Schumacher's got an issue. Albon's into the pit, so he'll be getting out of Colapinto's way. 2.3 off Magnussen. None of these have got to stop again, so it's going to be, yeah, a bit disgusting once we get to those. Antonelli 1.9 off Perez. Perez down to 37%, so he should be easy work once we get to him. You'd like to think. Right, Antonelli DRS then on Perez. Let's see, can he get it done here? Looking a little bit too far back.
keep focus on our race.
No, can't get it done there. OPJ, sorry I'm so late. No worries, buddy. Seen my Discord messages. Haven't seen any Discord messages in the last couple of days,
At
buddy.
the moment, you're doing a good job with the tires.
But I will check them out, of course. Of course, you want to jump into the Discord. That is in the link on YouTube. So if you're watching TikTok or Twitch, head to the profile in the bio, click YouTube, and in the video description, you can join the Discord over there. Antonelli losing a bit of time now, isn't he? He's still 3 seconds off the Ferraris, but he needs to get this job done on Sergio Perez. Yeah, we're losing time here. Come on, Kimi. Come on, Kimi.
Try to recover your
Perez should jump into the pits anyway at the end of this lap.
I am trying.
All right, Kimi. Calm down.
Okay, do your best there.
Colapinto's on K-Mag at the same time here, trying to watch both drivers. K-Mag's dropped out of DRS's sights, which is good. Kimi Antonelli is past Sergio Perez, which is good. I think Perez should jump into the pit. Colapinto, DRS on the RB. Can't make it work. Perez did jump into the pit, so Antonelli is absolutely fine now. Right, Franco needs to get this done on K-Mag. They're going to struggle for tyre life at the end here, aren't they? Right, let's go aggressive here. Let's use a bit of deployment out of here. We want this job done. We don't want him coming back to us. And that should be good. OPJO from last stream and videos. I got disqualified for touching the white line coming out of the pit around lap 15 to 20 or 36. No, I've not seen those, buddy. I'll check them out. Sounds like an unlucky one, though, mate.
Lift off.
Copy.
Oh, now we've got a safety car. What do we do here? I don't think we do anything.
Safety car. Watch out. Watch out your data.
Copy.
Right, we will just wait as Hulkenberg. We've finally got a safety car here. Hulkenberg right at the back in the Sauber. Yeah, he's lost the rear end. He's out of the race. He's caused a safety car. Is anyone going to hit? Antonelli is there. Hulkenberg's there. Norris has stopped. Is Piastri going to stop? If the leaders stop, then we may as well go for it. Colapinto, I'll keep out. Let's just see if Piastri pits.
Yeah, it was okay.
Piastri pits. They're all going to pit, aren't they? Have we got a fresh soft? Kind of. Right, Antonelli, I think we're going to have to get in.
Boxes lap.
Copy, got now.
Yeah, the leaders are all pitting. Are the Ferraris going to pit? They are. I'm going to risk it with Colapinto and keep him out because he's at 86%. Hamilton did stay out. Ricciardo has stayed out. So we are going to have to get past Ricciardo. Oh, what's Ricciardo on? Hard, 69%. We should be able to do that. Alonso staying out. Right, who can Colapinto get past here? Can he get past Stroll? No, he won't. So Colapinto moves up to P11 at least.
Alonso behind.
Alright. Okay. So Antonelli. Still good because he's got Alonso behind him, 63%. Perez has come back into play there, though. But yeah, should be able to get past Ricciardo. But it looks like P6 is what we're aiming for here today. And might not have too many laps left once this gets underway because got to wait for Behrman to catch up. We'll let lapped cars go.
Copy.
Safety car is ending. Okay. Unless no one's lapped. No,
So focus on your
no on
pace.
his lap, that is why.
And you will get that.
We're going to have 7 laps of racing here.
Keep your position.
No, that disqualification was me today. I don't have it on record. Oh, okay, buddy. Right, Norris leads. He's looking for his 5th race in a row. And Norris, 5th win in a row. Certainly his 5th race in a row, but looking for his 5th win. But we're back underway. Now we are. Norris has bolted. Antonelli then. P7. We're hoping to get Ricciardo.
Alonso behind.
And see where we can end up here. What's Colapinto saying? He stayed out on 79%, so he's
Keep
got,
focus on our race.
yeah, some struggles behind him. Stroll. Yeah, we should be all right here, actually. Might be a chance of a point for Colapinto. I meant recorded. No worries. You don't have it recorded, or you do? Colapinto then, yeah, might be a chance. So Kimi Antonelli, don't want to burn these tyres up too much. I'd like to keep some battery as well, but we really don't want to lose the tail of these cars. Perez, yeah, he's on the medium. On video, no. Oh, okay, buddy, I'll get you. And we've just swung past Danny Rick there, who is on those hard tyres at 63%, so he will be struggling on those. No DRS for another lap, of course.
DRS enable.
Look how much DRS we're using, though. Leclerc definitely using a bit more tyre life than us.
And mode attack.
I just have to go attack to try and stay with him. It's going to be a bit problematic to stay with him, though. What's Colapinto saying? He's with Fernando now. Lawson down to 76%. Okay, there is a chance of double points. It'd be a good result for Colapinto starting P16. I'm so angry at myself. Oh, don't worry, buddy. These things happen. You'll soon get used to it. It's everything. Things that. Just take it as a bit of a learning curve. You'll make sure it doesn't happen next time.
Keep focus on your race now.
Yeah, we've lost the DRS to Leclerc, and we've not really got rid of Ricciardo. Has Alonso got DRS here? He did, just about. I don't think he's got DRS on this next one. Oh, we've got Lawson, though, trying to squeeze through. This is what we do not want. Ah, Liam Lawson has squeezed through. We're side by side with him, though. He's going to out-drag us, though. We didn't want that because Lawson's on better tyres at the moment. He does abuse his tyres, though, so... Perez is right with Antonelli as well. We are back on these Ferraris, though.
Try to go down as much as possible.
That's not ideal, losing that position to Lawson. Colapinto's just got to try and stay with these. Antonelli trying to stay with these Ferraris. Leclerc has used a bit more tyre life. So has Hamilton.
Behind is Perez.
Perez is on good mediums by 11%. That's a little bit of an issue for us. 5 to go.
Doing your best.
Lawson is starting to use more tyre life. Alonso's tyres are going to be absolutely falling off the cliff. We've got Williams behind us as well, though. Don't want to lose another position. Colapinto, he's having a look at Lawson this time. Alright, we all get DRS on Fernando Alonso. I think Alonso's got DRS on Danny Rick. Danny Rick on the hards as well. There's a chance of points here for Franco Colapinto. Antonelli is challenging Perez and Hamilton. Hamilton, I think, was the overtake as Perez was behind us. Oh, we're getting an almighty slipstream off the Ferrari. DRS as well. And yeah, Hamilton. He breezed past Lewis Hamilton there. What's Hamilton on? Mediums at 64%. Antonelli into P5.
Behind you have
67%. He's got better tyre life than Leclerc. Needs to stay with Leclerc here if he can.
No problem, no problem.
Just get that next DRS. Might have to just attack a bit here.
Try to close the gap now.
Colapinto. Yeah, still struggling to get past Larson and Alonso. Should still get DRS here. Might need to use a little bit of battery.
Overtake available.
Just got the DRS on Leclerc. Leclerc starting to push up on the road here. 4% is the difference. Come on, Franco. Come on, Kimi even. And Franco. Both drivers, please. Kimi Antonelli's got a sniff of 4th place at least. Could it be more? Because he's actually on Verstappen and Piastri here.
Down a bit more on your tires.
3 laps to go.
Copy.
And Antonelli is a second of 2nd place. And he's getting another good tow here. Off the cars ahead. Antonelli, he's going to try on Leclerc. No, he thinks better of it. Antonelli's battery is looking good though. Let's just keep him in there. We can attack till the end here now though, can't we? And Franco Colapinto. And they haven't been able to get... Lawson has dropped down. What's happened to Lawson? He's fell right down the order here. Colapinto has got a chance of getting... Alonso's tyres are about to drop off the cliff. Nando's down to 31%. He's going to be so slow. Trying to watch both drivers here.
Do your best, man.
Mum just said take your socks off. Simply said okay, but there's yours. You should have socks off your feet. You know, beautiful game. It's a beautiful game, and Antonelli is in P5. He's chasing down Leclerc. Has he got a chance here of anything better than P5? Who knows? We're going to give it a good go. Colapinto. Alonso is just holding this train up now, down to 29%. This should be the chance for Ricciardo to get... We've got to be patient with Colapinto. Don't want that Williams. We don't want that Williams near us, though. We're going to have to deploy out of here. No, we really don't want Carlos Sainz there. Antonelli need to try and get that... Colapinto, sorry. Antonelli's lost a position to Perez. Oh, my God. And... Franco leaving the door wide open for the Williams there. That's poor work. Antonelli, though, is past Leclerc. It's all going off.
We're watching the
Can't
action
keep up.
closely here. Can they squeeze by?
So Perez has got past. We're now past Leclerc. I think we're going to have to stay on board with Antonelli and hope Colapinto can do something back there. Because we've got 2 laps to go. And Antonelli can sniff a podium.
In front, you have
English Triple Califat, happy as cherries. Yeah, very good manager.
Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine.
Just losing a few players. Antonelli, that's a great exit. Gonna have to use some of this battery, aren't we?
Overtake available. Keep using it.
Max and Perez. Perez lost a bit of traction there. Can we get past him? No, Leclerc is all over the back of us as well. Kimi, is he going to send one down the inside? I don't think he is. Round the outside though. Gives us the inside on Perez. Yes, it does. Colapinto is past Schumacher, but he's down to 14. Colapinto's absolutely binned it. He's bottled it. Colapinto down there.
In front of his Verstappen.
Antonelli, final lap. He's into P4. He can see the gearbox of Max Verstappen. Can he do anything about it? Can we get our first podium with Maserati here today? Antonelli, he's 4 tenths off Max, but Max has got DRS on Piastri, so it's going to be very difficult. And we've got Perez right on our gearbox still. We're about to get DRS. Got to save some battery for that final run to the line. Perez really pushing. Colapinto's past Albon. He's up to P13. But the points are 2 seconds up the road, so it's not going to happen. Antonelli, I don't think he can get to Max. We've got to save a bit of battery. We've only got 7%. We've got to have DRS on this final part. If not, we're going to really struggle. Verstappen and Piastri fighting. Got to deploy whatever we've got here now. It's a run to the line. We're not going to get B3. Can we hold off Sergio Perez, though? Because our battery is gone. We should have enough to get this here line. Yes, we do. It's 4th place for Kimi Antonelli. A great result for him. And Colapinto, we had to take our eye off the ball a little bit there at the end. And he just got bogged down and stayed out for that safety car. And he finishes P13. He did start P16. But there was definitely a chance of 9th or 10th place there with Sainz and Ricciardo. Unfortunately, he got bogged down behind Alonso. But a great result for Kimi Antonelli, who was just 7 tenths of a second off a podium today.
And that's another race done for Fernando
leading
Alonso.
Ferrari-powered car, Cali. Yes, indeed. Charles crashed forward. So I haven't actually seen it yet. I've been at work, then at football, and then straight on this. So I haven't had a breather yet. For you, Cali, being a Man United fan this season, Ruben Amorim needs to show improvement. I'm personally not seeing him adapt for last season. Don't think it will last next season. Sorry, mate, my view. No worries, you can certainly see that. I think he's got a transfer. He's got a transfer window now, summer window. But yeah, if there's no difference in the way we play and results by October, November, he's going to be in trouble. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Right, full race results then. Lando Norris, it's 5 races in a row. We've had 5 races. It's 5 races. I keep saying 5 races. Of course, he's attended 5 races in a row, but he's won all 5 of those races. Lando Norris wins again. McLaren won 2. This McLaren dominance in-game and in real life will bore the fans, they say. Max Verstappen in 3rd. Kimi Antonelli started 6th, up 2 for 4th place. Great result for him. Perez made that 1-stop work for Mercedes. Well, actually, it was a 2-stopper in the end, wasn't it? But that really long stint on the first stint. Leclerc down 1, Hamilton down 3, so the Ferrari's not having a great show of it. Lance Stroll up 6 for Aston Martin. Carlos Sainz into the points, and Danny Rick P10. And Colapinto did start 16th, qualifying us up 3 to 13th, but misses out on the points. First time he's not been in the points all year, Franco Colapinto. So I think we can let him off for now. Drivers' Championship, look at this absolute dominance. 5 races, 5 wins for Lando Norris. 125 points. Couldn't have got any more because there's not been any sprints yet. And there's no faster slap, of course, at the moment. Oscar Piastri, 2nd, moves into 2nd. 3 points ahead of Max Verstappen, who moves down to 3rd. Leclerc up 1 to 4th. Hamilton down to 5th. Franco Colapinto stays in 6th. Perez up to 7th. Kimi Antonelli into 8th. Fernando Alonso down 2 to 9th. And Carlos Sainz in P10. Rest of the point scorers so far: Lance Stroll, Danny Rick, and Liam Lawson. No points for the other drivers. Constructors, McLaren running away with it, as I say, as they are in real life. The constructors in real life is probably going to be over by the final third of the season. They lead quite handsomely over Ferrari. Ferrari building a lead, although Red Bull do take a point off them today in 2nd, Red Bull 3rd. We are cementing ourselves in P4 at the moment, only by an extra point today on Mercedes, thanks to Kimi Antonelli, but we are in P4. Mercedes jump up to P5 over Aston Martin, who are P6, and Williams P7. The rest of the teams yet to score. Oh, we did get some pit stop points as well. Franco Colapinto, 4th, and we do drop to 5th, but we've got good points in that pit stop at the moment, which is good to see. Contract bonus, none, of course, but our race targets are met and more money there. AP Joe, bye. No worries, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. You viewed your debt as worse than Leeds when they were badly in debt. They had £80 million and Man United got 1 million. Yeah, I mean, the debt is bad. The problem is it's because how big the business is. Because essentially, if you're running that as a business, they wouldn't see the debt as massive because you could sell United for 3-4 billion. So therefore, you take 1 billion off and there's still 3 billion profit. So that's why they don't see it as an issue. Whereas Leeds, no one would bought that for that price. So, but yeah, it is annoying because the amount of debt repayments we have to make on that, plus the Glazers take dividends out, so all of that money could be going back into the club, and it doesn't. It goes on debt repayments and paying the Glazers, which yeah, we know how all United fans feel about that. Shouldn't be allowed to happen, but there you go. Right, let me just save this off here. But yeah, that's going to bring this one to a close. As I say, if you jumped in for the first time today, thank you. And we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. So jump back on Tuesday as we will be continuing the series as we head to Imola. And yeah, if you've commented, thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. If you're not already, do follow and subscribe. The main housing for this series is YouTube. So if you've watched on TikTok or Twitch, do head to the profile in the bio over to the YouTube link and subscribe over there. And you can check out the Maserati playlist. All the episodes are there. And as I say, we'll be back on Tuesday to continue the series. If you haven't done already before I go, do smash that like button. It really does help me out. And last thing to say is have a good weekend. Enjoy the Formula 1. And yeah, let's hope for a good race in Canada. Yeah, Glaze is the worst part. Yeah, Radcliffe, better the devil, you know. He's not perfect, but would be better. Yeah, I've got to give them a chance, to be fair. Yeah, I think it's too early to judge them. Some United fans are a bit harsh on Ineos, but they are doing certain things. They've improved the training ground. They're trying to sort the finances. So, yeah, I think if the stuff on the pitch goes well, then that's the main thing. But we shall see. UView, do you have a good weekend? UView, everyone in the chat, have a good weekend. Thanks for dropping in. If you're not already, please do like and subscribe. And I'll be back on Tuesday. Have a very good weekend. Enjoy the Formula 1. And I'll see you again on Tuesday.